After the wound of us, scabbed into polite text, after we charmed each other enough to wonder if we'd made a mistake, you invited me to your new apartment on a night each of us had been suffering from the unbearable loneliness of sanity. You had moved to your favorite building in the city, an almost castle, historic and grand, wrapped in a century of ivy. When you opened the door, I was startled by the beauty of what could be made without me. A library of books, organized by color. Patti Smith hanging like a Christ above the checkered tile. A row of silver knives you'd finally saved enough to buy, shining on your kitchen's hand. You sliced heirloom tomatoes and made a dressing from scratch, while I eyed the cowhide rug whose murder I'd refused to allow in our house, but here, almost free, almost alive. After dinner, a song came on the stereo that had been sent to me by another woman who wore the same red lipstick as you, but who wasn't like you. Chain-smoking bartender, reaching for the rifle when the bar fight broke out. Tattoos you made the artist scar on purpose, because you couldn't get over the grief of being 500 miles away the day New Orleans drowned. Pores sweating bourbon to the yoga class you cursed through. I called you a hipster once, and you flattened every bike tire in the city with your fuck you. The hours passed smooth as the wine went down, like we were trying to pour the blood back into our bodies. I could have driven home, but we both said I shouldn't. I crawled into the side of the bed I knew no one had been. Your grief, always a marathon to the rest of the world's sprint. I ran my fingers along the stitch of your pillow while you spoke about the vines covering the window. You said because the building is historic, the ivy is too. I'm not allowed to cut it down. So in the spring, when the leaves grow in, the house is dark as midnight. But in the winter, when the leaves die, the house is full of light. Your eyes started closing, as they always had before mine. 3 hours I laid awake, your shoulder kissing my shoulder. 3 hours I laid awake, loving you. Then woke, turned towards your ear, and whispered that I had to go. You uncurled from a dream and said, "Okay, honey." And I went to wherever the ivy goes in the winter, and for the same reason.